Hi, welcome to Team Jacob and welcome to Mascara. You have just joined one of the coolest, most amazing sisterhoods I have ever been part of. And I am so excited that you are here on Team Jacob. I'm Liberty Edwards and I am one of your sideline sisters. I am also known as the selfie coach. I teach women all over the world how to take better selfies to boost their businesses, boost their brands, and to have a better social media presence. And guess what? I'm going to train you today with some of my favorite tips, super simple ways to create amazing selfies to get your business going. Because guess what? Mascara is a makeup company. Makeup sells when photos are taken and put on social media. And the very easiest way that you can start boosting your presence online is by taking selfies of the makeup that you're doing. So let's get right in and I'm gonna teach you all of my favorite things about selfies. So my first tip about taking better selfies should be obvious, but sometimes it can be overlooked. Make sure you have really great lighting. Now, usually, especially for makeup, lighting looks the best when it is from in front of you. If you are 1 to 2 feet in front of a window, that is the cheapest, easiest way to get great lighting. It can look really bad if it's a little too dark. And let me show you what I'm talking about. If you are too far from the window, this is how your lighting can look. This is not great for makeup, and this is not great for selfies. You can see wrinkles, bags, things that don't really belong on my face. They pop up when the lighting isn't dark enough. Now let's take a look at lighting that's way too bright. Now this means I'm way too close to the window. I can't see any features on my face. You can hardly see that I have makeup on. I just look like a white blob. Don't stand this close. Don't take this photo. The best lighting is 1 to 2 feet in front of a window, facing the window head on. That is going to give you beautiful lighting on your face. And guess what? Really great lighting usually hides wrinkles, usually hides frown lines, fine lines, pimples. Anything that you have that you want to hide can be hidden when you are lit really, really well. So when you're taking your selfie, make sure to look at your phone over and over until you feel like the light is hitting your face the very best way. Okay? If you have a ring light, same thing goes. Stand with it right in front of you. If it's too bright, take a step back. Also, there's something really cool about when you take a selfie. If you tap on the screen, it will focus the lighting. It'll tell your camera on your phone, hey, I want this to be the most important thing in my photo and my selfie. So make sure that it is lit the right way. And your phone will adjust. You may have to try it a few times, but your phone will adjust. If you have a dark colored shirt on, or if you have dark hair, sometimes your phone might get a little confused. You need to tell it who's boss. Just click on your face, make sure over and over that you are touching your face. Let's see if I can show you. And it will readjust the lighting. Do you see, I'm trying not to. Do you see how if I touch down here, it brightens the photo? If I touch up here, it darkens the photo? It knows, and it's trying to get an idea of what you're trying to focus on. Okay, my number 2 tip, my second favorite thing, is having a really great angle and having a little bit of interest in your photo. Don't do this. Don't have your phone so far above you that like you look, you can't even see it, okay? It just doesn't look super pretty being that high up, right? So what you want to do instead is hold the phone right about here. It's not super high up, it's pretty close to my face, and you can get a really pretty selfie. One thing that I love to do to make sure that my makeup is showing off is to look down so that my eyeshadow shows. But sometimes it's really hard to know what to look at. So typically what I'll do when I can't get the picture exactly the way that I want it to go, I'll hold my hand out in front of me while I'm taking the selfie. This might feel funny to you. I definitely know it feels funny to me, but it works really good for getting eyeshadow pictures. So I'll hold my phone right here and I'll put my hand right here, out of the frame, and I'll look down at my hand. And then I can get a really good eyeshadow shot. It's that simple. Just use your hand. Another thing that I really like to do to make my selfies stand out is use my hands. Now, it's going to feel weird when you first start playing with your hands in your photos, but you have to remember, you're representing you. You're representing your brand, and so you are now a model for your company and your brand. So what you need to do is think when you're taking a selfie. I may feel weird, but a model probably wouldn't feel weird. So you'll take your phone, I sometimes touch my neck with my fingertips. I might bring my hand here. Okay, all of those things are going to feel very odd to you, but they look great in a photo. And then did you see how I pulled my head and my body and I just kept moving until I got it? Then I can get a really good, interesting shot, and I don't have 25 shots to get the best one. I mean, sometimes I do, but as long as I move with my camera and I pay attention to my face, I can get a good shot. That's another thing you have to do. You have to pay attention to your face. You're now supposed to be studying your face to get the best angle. This is part of your job. You can't shy away from it. If you want great photos of your makeup and great selfies to build your brand, you've got to do the work, and it will feel weird at first. I swear, it's going to feel weird. But you have to be like a professor of your face. You have to know your face better than anybody else knows it. You need to know what angle looks great on you, know how the light hits your face. Now, don't feel afraid. Don't feel like this is daunting. This can be picked up super, super, super quick. You just have to practice. And don't do it when anyone's around. Nobody has to know that you spent an hour practicing your selfie. If nobody's around, do it, and then don't show anyone your camera roll. Listen, nobody needs to know that your camera roll has 75 selfies trying to get the right angle and trying to learn how your face works, okay? That's just you, and nobody's gonna judge you for it because you're building a brand. Do you judge Ellen DeGeneres whenever she's online and she's promoting CoverGirl? No, because that's her job. So don't judge yourself because this is your job, okay? Now, my favorite thing about taking a selfie is I can really, really connect with my audience and build trust. And I know that that sounds funny, but if you can find a husband online, I did, then you can build connection and trust online as well. So all you have to do is get in really, really close. Now, I know that this feels weird because you're so super up close, but listen to me. If you were talking to your best friend, or if you and I were best friends and we were hanging out and we were talking really intently about something really amazing and we were sharing in an experience, wouldn't we be up very close? Wouldn't we sit close to each other and say, oh my gosh, guess what happened? Yeah. All the best things are told when you're almost close enough to touch their face. I'm telling you, this tip works. This is called connection. You need to make sure your eyes connect with your audience. So you do that by making sure that you look in this dot on your phone. Okay? That is the camera. Do not look at the screen. Look at that dot. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, so I have my camera. I'm taking a picture. I'll flip it around for you so you guys can see. All right, so I am getting ready. Ooh, there's a glare, I'm sorry. To take a picture, right? If I look at this screen, my eyes will not look like they connect. If I look at that screen, they connect with you. So let me show you, I'll take a picture and I'll show you two different ones. This one I'm going to look at the screen. Okay, now this one I'm going to look at the camera right before I hit the shutter. Okay, let's take a look at those. here is the first one where I am not looking at the camera. I'm looking at the screen. Can you see? Now, here is the other one where I'm looking at the camera. Look at the difference between my eyes. Oops, sorry. Look at the difference between the feeling you get when you look at my eyes in this one versus this one that looks at the screen. There's a complete disconnect that happens when you look at the screen versus the camera, okay? So I want you to practice those things. Practice getting your lighting exactly the way you want it on your face, lit from the front, okay? One of my favorite things about lighting from the front is to take a white poster board, a 79-cent poster board, and use it to reflect light. Now, there's no poster board. Here's poster board. Watch this side of my face. No poster board, poster board. Do you see how light reflects? Underneath, no poster board, poster board. It makes a huge difference in reflecting the light towards you. Now don't block the light, don't put it in front of you and block the light. Let it reflect the light, okay? Number 2, try those angles. Remember, up here is not always best. Bring it in close and take your photo. And yes, this is how close it is to my face almost all the time. I hold it right here and I take the photo a lot of times. That's how close I am, okay? Don't be afraid to be that close. And don't forget to use your hands. Bring your hands into the frame, pull your hair back. You can put your hand here, touch your chin. All those things will get easier as you practice. And the last thing, and this is the most important thing, is to connect with your audience through looking in the camera. This can help every other aspect of your photos. If you get the lighting wrong, if you get the angle wrong, but you have that connection with your audience, people will stop and listen. All right, now all of those things only work if you get over the fear or the thought that you shouldn't be posting selfies. There is nothing wrong with posting selfies on social media. Everyone is ready to be seen and everyone is worth being seen. And you are now a personal brand. You are building a business and there is nothing wrong, no matter what people say, with posting selfies. Now listen, I have haters and they're just always gonna be there. People that take the time to comment, call you narcissistic, or tell you you shouldn't put your photos on social media. You don't have to listen to them. Those aren't your tribe. Those aren't your people. Your people are the ones that are going to love, like, and engage on your posts and help you build this brand. Don't be afraid to represent yourself and Mascara, okay? I am so excited that you are part of this team. I believe in you. I know your business is going to flourish, and I know that if you use these tips, your selfies are going to turn out incredible. And you're going to look at them and be like, whoa, I had no idea I could take such a great selfie. I knew. I knew all along. I don't want to tell you I told you so, but I told you so. I would love to connect with you. My Instagram is liberty.edwards. My Facebook is liberty.edwards. And I have a free selfie community that I would love for you to join and hang out with me. I post tips there all the time. That is the selfie community on Facebook. If you look me up and ask me how to join, I will put you right in, okay? I hope you guys had a great time. Enjoy the rest of your training and welcome to the team.